What's going on? What's going on? What is going on, y'all? Let's just talk to the general. The general is not gonna be going live today. He's got some things that he's got going on, so you know I'm waiting. I got this thing I gotta go to, this appointment, but I got a couple of hours, so I just wanted to address some of these. I just wanted to address this, man. I am disgusted. Alright, for a lack of a better term, I am disgusted right now. What's up, Mitch? Yeah, I know I'm live early, y'all, but I'm still going to be live later on, but I'm live early right now. What's up, Leonardo? What's up, young girl? Sniper, what it do? What's up, Slim? I'm okay, man. Of course, you know, everybody's had better days, but you know, I'm good. Like I'm more so disgusted, bro. What's up, D man? What up, Demare? Like I'm disgusted. Like the reports that are coming out, the things that I'm being told is that Usyk is going to be stripped already. This is what I'm being told. This is the reports that I'm getting. The information that I'm getting is that Usyk is getting stripped already. Bro, the dude hasn't had the belt long enough for it to fit on his waist. They haven't even sized it yet. Bro, they haven't even sized the IBF title yet. Salute to my brother E. White, always showing me love, brother. I appreciate you, King, in this super chat, brother. I definitely appreciate you. You'll never know how much, brother. You'll never know how much. And I appreciate you so much. But for like I said, the reports that I'm getting is disgusting. It's disgusting, man. Usyk is getting stripped. He's going to be stripped. Listen, I was going to wait a little bit to let some people come into the building so we can speak about it. What's up, Now let's keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck. When Terrence Crawford signed to fight Julius Ndongo for Undisputed, the IBF said, you have X amount of time. The winner between you and Ndongo must fight Sergey Lipinets. You must fight. You get a voluntary period. You get a purse bid period. And when both of those two go past, the voluntary period and the IBF title. Once both of those two things go past, the voluntary period and the purse bid period, then you get stripped. Then you get stripped, bro. Then you get stripped. Then when those two aspects go past, the voluntary negotiation period and then the purse bid, once those two things go, then you get stripped. Bro, it hasn't even been a week. It hasn't even been half a week. This man hasn't had an opportunity to put it in a case yet. Now, I'm hoping, again, y'all, I'm hoping this isn't the case, but the reports that I'm getting, the information that I'm being told is that Usyk is stripped. They stripped him. And they're trying to justify it by saying the contract that he's in with Tyson Fury, that's the reason why he was stripped. Because of the contract that he's in, that he signed and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, wait a minute, bro. Freedom March, salute to my brother, bro. I appreciate you, King. Much love and respect to my brother, Freedom March. I'm sitting here like, bro, pump your goddamn brakes, bro. Yes, Usyk and Fury signed a rematch clause. Yes, the world knows there's a rematch for this fight. Yes, but Tyson Fury has to accept the motherfucker. Tyson Fury must accept it. Just because you signed it doesn't mean anything. Tyson Fury must accept. He must accept this rematch. Tyson Fury is non-committal right now. What's up, Drew? Tyson Fury right now is non-committal, y'all. He's non-committal. He has not committed to the rematch. Tyson Fury, in a post-fight press conference, Tyson Fury said, he's gonna talk to his wife and his team, and he's in it to get paid and to get laid, and he's not in it for nothing else, and blah blah blah. He's giving you guys all the scenarios that he's finished. He's giving you all the scenarios, and they're justifying stripping Usyk. They're justifying stripping him because he signed. So what? So Terrence Crawford signed. Terrence Crawford signed, y'all. Terrence Crawford signed to fight Julius Ndongo. That was the only way he was getting the fight. They didn't strip him right after. He vacated the belts a week later. He won that Saturday. By the following Saturday, by Friday, he had dropped the belts. He was just the IBF. Bro, there is nowhere for Usyk to go. There's nowhere for him to go, y'all. The only place for Usyk to go is where he's at. There is no dropping the belts and moving up. There's no dropping the belts and moving up, y'all. All right? Alexander Usyk is at heavyweight. There is no other weight above that. Do you guys understand that keeping Alexander Usyk, doing everything possible for him to remain the undisputed champion, is everything right about boxing? It's everything right. All right? It's everything right. Everything. Bro, an undisputed champion at heavyweight is like, it's like the anchor. It's like Big Mama. Y'all, I know y'all heard of it. What's up, Acondo? My brother Reef. PGH, salute. I am True Main, salute. It's like Big Mama. You know, you have that matriarch in the family. You have all these people running wild over here, the nieces and the nephews and the uncles and the aunts, and everybody's running wild and stuff like that. But you know, you've got that rock, that steady individual that you can fall back on. Big Mama. That is what the undisputed heavyweight champion is. You can always look through all the weight classes and be like, man, they messing up down there. 47, man. 140 is garbage. 135 looks like trash. The welterweights, man. The light heavyweights, man. You can always do that, but you can always go back and fall back. You can always go and fall back on the IBF. You can always go back. I'm not the IBF, but you can fall back on Big Mama, right? You can fall back on the undisputed champion. I know, Black, they did say that. They did say they were stripping him immediately. They did say that. They did. You are correct, Black Truth. They did say, everybody, all of us knew, that's listening to my voice right now, we knew that Usyk was going to get stripped of the IBF title. We knew this. But goddamn, bro, could he hold it for a couple of days? Bro, the fight's not happening next week. So, Black Truth, you are correct, brother. They did say that. They did say they're gonna strip him immediately. You are correct. They did say that. I'm not knocking you, bro. I know you come in and you're always looking to just argue, but you're right. They did say they're stripped. They did say that. All right, I'm giving it to you. You're right. But goddamn, bro. I mean, I understand what immediately means. All right, I do, Black. I understand what immediately means. I understand that, hell, they could have stripped him in the ring. He could have won the belt and they stripped him in the ring, and it would have still been in line with what they said they were going to do. I get it. All right, I get it. But damn. damn, bro. Nobody else got stripped like this, yo. Nobody. You can't even name a champion in history that's got stripped this quickly. And Tyson Fury hasn't even accepted the rematch yet. He hasn't even accepted it. So from what I'm hearing, from the reports that I'm getting, from the things that I'm being told, the IBF mandatory was overdue, right? It was overdue. And and between Fury and Usyk, they knew that the winner was going to get stripped. They knew this because they were overdue for the IBF mandatory. The IBF mandatory, Jay Jerkin Bitches was supposed to get his IBF title shot. He didn't get his shot. The blah 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 yada yada. But bro, the only reason why that you should be stripping Alexander Usyk is if Tyson Fury accepts the rematch. He has not. He has not, y'all. He has not. All right, he has not. Listen to me, y'all. He has not accepted the rematch yet. No, that did not happen with Terrence Crawford. No, it didn't. Terrence Crawford was not stripped of his IBF title. Terrence Crawford dropped it. Terrence Crawford did not get stripped, homie. Terrence Crawford did not get stripped. Terrence Crawford vacated his IBF title. The winner of Terrence Crawford versus Julius Indongo had a volunteer. You were mandated. You were ordered to fight. The winner of that was ordered to fight Sergey Lipinets. They had a voluntary negotiation period and then a purse bid period. Terrence Crawford won that belt Saturday. By the following Saturday, he had already dropped it. Terrence Crawford was not stripped. He vacated his belt. Usyk was stripped. They did not do the same thing to Bud. They didn't do the same thing to nobody. I understand the backstory. Like, I get it. I understand that they're trying to stick to their rules. I get it. But don't you guys understand that having an undisputed heavyweight champion in the sport of boxing is the absolute best thing for the sport of boxing? It is the best thing, y'all. Alexander Usyk as the undisputed champion is the best thing for the heavyweight division. Look at the matchups. Look at the matchups. You have the IBF, and I believe you have the WBO next. And after the WBO, you have the WBC and the WBA, right? So it's the IBF, the WBO, the WBC, and the WBA. That is that is the order at this particular moment. That's the order. All right, the IBF, then the WBO, which is Joseph Parker. Then you have the WBC, which right now is Ajit Kabiel, and then you have the WBA, right? Well, Jay Jerkin Bitches and Daniel Dubois are fighting for either the IBF or WBA mandatory. So I'm sitting here like, bro, look at what's up, Unc say BF, they only do this to fighters who they really don't want wearing their hardware. Maul, Fury, Canelo, and Tank, they never threaten to strip them. Facts. Absolute facts, Unc. But peep this now. I want you guys to listen to it and understand how important, iconic, legendary the heavyweight division has the ability to be with one face, one name, one champion. Every single fight has validity. It's every single fight, bro. Every single one. You have all the top names front-loaded. All of them are front-loaded. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Jared Big Baby Miller. All the names, they're all front-loaded. Andy Ruiz. All of the names are they're front-loaded. Jay, my brother, Boxing Fanny say, so Herkovich versus Dillian Dubois for the IBF. Well, it could be. Like, it's for the IBF and I believe the IBF and the WBA. It's for both, if I'm not mistaken. But they could scrap that fight. If Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight, if Tyson Fury says, I'm finished with boxing, I don't need it, I'm going to the WBA or the WWF or whatever he wants to go to, they could scrap that fight. And Jay Jerkin bitches could get a fight with Usyk for undisputed. Get his mandatory out the way. Now you have Anthony Joshua, you have Deontay Wilder, you have Andy Ruiz, you have Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Bro, all of the big names in the heavyweight division are all at the top. This is a time in the sport of boxing where the best literally will fight the best because they're at the top of the food chain. And there's only one name, one face, and one champion, and that is Alexander Usyk at this particular time. It is not like all the names are spread. They're not all spread throughout the damn rankings. They're all at the top. They're all front-loaded. Listen, all right, peep this. You have, if the IBF does not strip Usyk, which they did, apparently, if they don't, and like my brother Black said, they were going to strip the man immediately. The winner of this is going to get stripped immediately, but god damn, bro. I mean, I get it. I get you're going to strip him immediately. I get all this, but damn, y'all. Damn. It hasn't even been a week. He won on Saturday. It is Monday. Bro, this man hasn't held the belt for a weekday. But again, I understand what they said. Black is not wrong. You know, normally he be coming capping it on some weird stuff, but Black is not wrong. They did say they were stripping the winner of this immediately. I understand, but damn, dog. Damn. Monday? So Monday now? Bro, Jay Jerkin bitches is going to be fighting potentially Jay Jerkin bitches and Daniel Dubois will be potentially fighting for the vacant IBF title. Let that sink in. The winner of Jay Jerkin bitches and Daniel Dubois will be the IBF champion. If I am Jay Jerkin bitches, I'm contacting the IBF and I'm telling them I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I don't want to fight Daniel Dubois for $1.5 million, $2 million, maybe $3 million. Now I'm the IBF champion. So now I'm gonna get an Anthony Joshua fight where Joshua's gonna be the A side, and instead of making $3 million, I'll make $5 million. Where I can have an opportunity to fight Usyk, make the same. Make maybe $3-4 million, maybe not 5, maybe 3.5, maybe 4. And if I beat Usyk, I'm undisputed. I fight Joshua, I make 10, 20. I've got all the belts. I understand these people are making business decisions. I get it. And I understand that the IBF is, I support them and respect them for being steadfast with their rules to the best that they can. But yo, this is the benefit of boxing. This is not to the detriment of it. You have if Tyson Fury doesn't exercise his rematch, then strip Usyk. Strip him then. But at least wait, bro. Daniel Dubois and the IBF mandatory are fighting. This dude's gotta fight, y'all. He's got a fight lined up, man. He's got to fight. It's not like he's sitting around beating on the IBF's door to get a fight. He's got to fight. What's up, Fred? He's not sitting around, y'all. Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk are fighting. He's going to make bread, bro. He's going to get a bag, bro. So you're getting your bag. Usyk is sitting right there. If Daniel Dubois and Usyk fight, I mean Daniel Dubois and Jay Jerkin bitches fight, and Tyson Fury doesn't, well then the undisputed champion Usyk can fight Joshua in a trilogy. Joshua's next up. He's next up for the IBF strap. So Anthony Joshua can fight Usyk. The winner of that is the undisputed champion. The undisputed champion can then fight the winner of Daniel Dubois and Jay Jerkin bitches. What's the problem? That fight is happening, y'all. If Tyson Fury decides to come back and try to and exercise something after, you know, he already says he's not doing it, well, get in line. Get in line, bro. You can fight Joseph Parker, Tyson Fury. You can go fight Joseph Parker for the WBO mandatory, which would then that will allow Anthony Joshua or Alexander Usyk to fight the winner of Daniel Dubois, Jay Jerkinbiches, right? There you go. That's the IBF out the way. That takes Joseph Parker and Tyson Fury out of the picture because they'll be fighting each other. That removes the WBO. The next up is the WBC. Ajit Kabiel. Ajit Kabiel is next up. He's next up. All right. So that removed. Now you've got the IBF out the way. You've got Joseph Parker out the way. So now you take the WBC. You get Ajit Kabiel out. You get him out of the way. You now have the WBA, and after the WBA, you have the WBO. So the WBA potentially, between Deontay Wilder and Zhang, whoever wins that, you're looking at the WBA potentially WBO. So bam, the winner of Joshua versus Jay Jerkinbiches, bam, or Usyk Jerkinbiches, you get the winner of Zhang Lang Deontay Wilder. And after that, if you're successful against the winner of that, then you have the winner of Fury and Joseph Parker. What are we doing, bro? Bro, what are we doing? Literally, what are we doing? We're sitting here, we're scrapping, we're destroying boxing, y'all. We're breaking up Undisputed for no potential reason, simply because we want to try to follow our rule. And I understand the following the rule piece. I get it. If the rules are broken, well, then let's follow the rules. In any other sanctioning body, the WBC, the WBO, the WBA, and any other one, they'll constantly say to you, you'll look at their shiesty ass, stupid ass moves and be like, why the hell are you doing this? Why is there a franchise champion? Why is there a WBA Super, Wallapalooper, WBA Regular, and WBA Gold? Why is this? Why is there a WBO Global and a WBO Why is this? Why is there a WBO Super, a WBA Regular, a WBO Global? What is those? What are those belts? Why is there a WBC Diamond? Why is this? And people will continually say, oh, well, it's for the betterment of boxing. So we're doing this for the betterment. Well, what is this? How is stripping Usyk the betterment of boxing? Bro, if you strip Usyk, then you give these fighters two roads. You give them, oh, well, I don't got to fight Usyk. I'll fight Jay Jerkinbiches. And if Jay Jerkinbiches fights Anthony Joshua, he's going to get destroyed. So then it's like, oh, well, there's more money to fight Anthony Joshua, so I'm not fighting Usyk for 3 belts. I'll fight Anthony Joshua for 1 belt because boxing is a business and it's prize fighting and we need to get the money. So let's fight Joshua for 1 belt. Or if Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight, then we can say, well, BF, what's a bigger fight? Wilder versus Usyk or Wilder versus Joshua? What's the bigger fight? No, scrap all that. You know it's Bomb Squad over here, but scrap all that. Get the fuck out of here with all of that shit. You have one face, one name, one champion. That's what we wanted for Deontay Wilder, and right now it's Alexander Usyk. The British fans wanted it for Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Bro, y'all know it's Bomb Squad over here. Salute to my brother Ravens Nation. He say, what's the point in winning all the belts just to be stripped? That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Alexander Usyk, I'm not even speaking on nothing else but strictly the fight itself. Alexander Usyk is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. That is a term considered for the factual baddest man on the planet. Not the pound for pound baddest man on the planet. The factual baddest man on the planet. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world is the factual baddest man on the planet. Factual. Not mythical, not potentially, none of that. No, this man got in the ring and this man won. This is the factual baddest man on the planet. I don't give a damn what anybody's pound for pound rankings are, which I'm going to do this week. I'm doing my pound for pound rankings this week, but it's irrelevant of what you believe. Because when Tyson Fury ran right here, no man born of his mother can beat me and all this other goofy, stupid ass shit, he got his ass whipped badly. All right, that fight was not close at all. I don't give a damn what nobody says. They out here trying to glaze this dude, talking, oh, it was really close fight. You know, it was, no, Usyk, they tried to rob Alexander Usyk. They tried to rob that man. That man won 8 rounds to 4 without the knockdown. 8 to 4. They tried to rob him. All right, he won the first 2 rounds. I gave him the first 3. Tyson Fury won the next 4 and then lost every round after that. That man won 4 rounds and the fight should have been stopped. But yet still, they out there had it a goddamn 114, 113. And this is why I say these people don't know shit about boxing. But motherfucker come in here and tell me, oh man, no, that's not what it was. That's not what it was. Oh. Tyson Fury lost that first fight to Deontay Wilder. He lost. He was outboxed and dropped twice. He lost. He lost this fight against Usyk. He lost. It was not even close. Not even remotely close. Tyson Fury didn't do nothing, bro. He wasn't doing shit. Now, the following 4 rounds from 3 to 7, I thought Usyk was going to get stopped. From 3 to 7. Those are the 4 rounds that Fury won. And then Usyk switched and he beat him the first 3 and he beat him he won 8 rounds, bro. He won 8 rounds. The only thing that somebody can say was close about this fight, the only thing, was whether or not Usyk was going to get stopped between 3 and 7. That was the only thing that you could say was close. Because Fury was on his ass. And then Usyk just flipped the switch and Fury never got back into the fight. I don't know what the fuck these niggas is talking about, bro. He never got back into the fight. Never. He never got back. That man was thoroughly outboxed. He got his complete and entire ass whipped by a blown up middleweight. A dude that Sean Porter beat. Tyson Fury got his ass whipped badly by Sean Porter's leftovers. Usyk is the baddest man on the planet, all right? He's the baddest man on the planet right now, the baddest. Having that title of baddest man on the planet allows it to maneuver, factually maneuver, without all the, this guy, he really can't beat this guy, and this guy really can't. No, it allows it to factually maneuver. It's now, we got 2 branches now, once again. We have a unified champion, and we have a unified lineal champion, and then we have an IBF champion. My brother boxing fan, he says Fury is an overweight Calzaghe cheating slap boxer. Yes, absolutely, with 0 power unless he's juiced to the gills. Oh no, BF, Alexander Usyk was juiced. It was Alexander Usyk that was juiced. What is this epiphany with protecting drug cheats? What is this, bro? And then you guys will be quick to tell me there's no race in boxing. You'll be quick to tell me this. There's no way, no race in boxing. No race in boxing, BF. There's no race. The IBF belt, Alonzo. There's no race in boxing, BF. No race. There's no racism in boxing. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Tyson Fury is the man that beat the black guy. He beat the dominant black guy. That is the guy that you guys want. That is the machine wants to be the face of boxing. That is the guy that the machine wants to have all the belts. Usyk was not supposed to win. I told y'all already. Eddie Hearn let the cat out the bag when he was all hyped up and on Mountain Dew. Eddie Hearn was all hyped on Mountain Dew and let the cat out the bag and told y'all that if Tyson Fury would have beat Usyk, there was no rematch. Tyson Fury was going right into a fight with Anthony Joshua. There was no rematch. Eddie Hearn let the cat out the bag. If you go back and watch the interviews right after the fight, directly after the fight, when everybody's all still hyped up and shit, right after Eddie Hearn let the cat out the bag. Why do y'all think Anthony Joshua was all pissed when people were trying to interview him? And he knew. Anthony Joshua knew. If Tyson Fury won, Anthony Joshua was next. That's why Anthony Joshua was sitting front row. If Tyson Fury won, Anthony Joshua was going to get in the ring and confront him. They was going to do their face-off. Oh, no, BF, that's not the case, BF. Oh, no, that's cap, BF. No, you lying, BF. That's not the case, BF. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Tyson Fury. It was close. It was a close fight. No, it wasn't close fights. No, it wasn't. It was not close. All right, it was not close whatsoever. It was not close. At all. Anthony Joshua knew for a fact he was next. He knew he was next. He knew for a fact if Tyson Fury beat Usyk. What did Tyson Fury say to y'all? What did he say? How many times did you guys hear Tyson Fury before saying he's not fighting no Anthony Joshua? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, when Turki Al-Sheikh and the UK, and the Saudis got involved, all of a sudden, Tyson Fury keeps talking about him and Joshua fighting. The only fight left for him is him and Joshua. It's him and Joshua, blah, blah, him and Joshua. He kept doing this over and over and over again. Turki Al-Sheikh don't give a goddamn about those contracts, man. And salute to Turki Al-Sheikh, bro, because he's giving boxing what boxing needs. But he don't give a damn about those contracts. No one's going to force him to honor those contracts. Nobody. What would have happened if Tyson Fury won is Tyson Fury would have fought Anthony Joshua with or without the IBF title. That's what would have happened. Anthony Joshua would have had a shot at the WBC, the WBO, and the WBA. The IBF would have been vacant. Guess who's fighting the IBF? Guess. It would have been Daniel Dubois and Jay Jerkin bitches. Two fighters, both controlled by Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Do you really believe that the winner of Anthony Joshua versus motherfucking Tyson Fury wouldn't have got a fight with Jay Jerkin bitches? Or Daniel Dubois? They're Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn fighters. The play was set. All Fury had to do was win. It was Usyk that upset the apple cart. And when Usyk upset the apple cart, all of a sudden he stripped immediately. Stripped immediately. It blows my mind. It blows my mind when I sit back and think about how this messes up the sport of boxing. It messes up the sport of boxing, bro. Look, y'all. Hold up, let me wrench my brother up on this other page. Look, y'all. Listen. Keeping Usyk as the undisputed champion. I get, like my brother Black said, right? I get it. Stripped immediately. Doesn't matter. The winner's gives. I get that. But it should be based on Fury exercising his rematch. Doesn't this make sense, y'all? If Fury exercises rematch, strip Fury. Strip Usyk. Strip him. Strip him. If Fury exercises his rematch, strip Usyk of the IBF. They both knew that the IBF told the world the winner of this fight is getting stripped immediately. We all knew this, all right? There's no one in here that didn't know that the IBF was going to strip Usyk. We knew this, y'all. We knew. We knew they were stripping him. We knew the winner of this fight was going to lose the IBF. We knew this. But it was based on a rematch. That's why they were stripping the winner, because of the rematch. Well, what if Tyson Fury won and Usyk didn't want a rematch? Were we supposed to strip? We supposed to strip Fury if Usyk didn't want a rematch? Is that what we're supposed to do? Well, I mean, okay, they both signed the contract knowing that the winner was getting stripped of the IBF. We knew this. But what if the loser said, bro, I got beat so bad I don't want a rematch? Or if the loser said, I'm retiring. Or the loser said, bro, I'm good. You're going to strip him anyway. We're going to strip him anyway. This is like just pathetic, man. Just pathetic. Just look at the matchups. Look at the matchups, right? You have Usyk and Fury, no Fury. You have Usyk versus Joshua, rematch, trilogy. If Joshua wins, right? If he wins, Joshua is now the first British undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. That is history, y'all. History. That is the first British undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. Arguably, the first British undisputed champion. Arguably. Because Lennox Lewis never really considered that. Y'all never really considered Lennox Lewis British. He was always Canadian or Jamaican. Y'all adapted him or grabbed him at particular times, but he didn't fight for. He fought for Canada, bro. So Anthony Joshua beating Usyk for undisputed would be the first you guys can claim him. Y'all claim him already, but Britain could claim him, y'all. This is the undisputed, first undisputed champion, our British hero, bro. That's legacy, history and legacy, right? Even his mandatories are big names, bro. It's not like the mandatories are some bum-ass, garbage-ass people, bro. His mandatories would be big names. Anthony Joshua fighting Usyk, right? He already has his next fight lined up. He has his next Mando lined up, right? His next Mando lined up is Zhang Lang. Joseph Parker beating Anthony Joshua. It would be a rematch. Joseph Parker would make him the first Samoan undisputed champion in the history of boxing. It would make him the first finisher, Finland or Greenland, wherever the fuck he's from, or wherever Joseph Parker. It will make him the first. That's history, legacy. He's undisputed. The winner of that between Joshua and Parker, let's just say Joshua beats Parker again, or Parker beats Joshua, let's just say that. Now Parker's undisputed. His mandatory is the winner of Deontay Wilder and Zhang Lang. He's beat them both, but his mandatory that. Let's just say Deontay Wilder beats Zhang Lang. Wilder is Joseph Parker's mandatory. Deontay Wilder beats Joseph Parker in a rematch. Deontay Wilder is undisputed. He's the first American undisputed heavyweight champion since Evander Holyfield, and the first in the 4-belt era. That is history. Let's just say Zhang Lang beats Deontay Wilder, which I don't see happening, but let's just say he does. Zhang Lang beats Deontay Wilder, and then Zhang Lang beats Joseph Parker. He's the first Chinese undisputed champion and undisputed heavyweight champion in history. Every single fight is legacy and history, every single one. Every single one. Let's just say Anthony Joshua beats Joseph Parker. His mandatory is Deontay Wilder for undisputed. It gets no bigger. Every single fight, y'all. Every single one is legacy. Every single one. Every single one. But by them stripping Usyk, you have now watered it down and you have two options. You can now go the money route and IBF direction with Anthony Joshua, or you can go the legacy route and Usyk. Well, you can't. What did Floyd Mayweather say? What is Gervonta weird-ass Tank Davis doing right now? Oh, well, you know, can't feed your kids with legacy. That is the excuse that fans use to be pussy and go a different direction. Usyk is the baddest man on the planet right now. That to go a different direction is your excuse. Oh, well, Anthony Joshua's the money man, and we can always go back. So then you fight Anthony Joshua. Now you beat Anthony Joshua. Now you're holier than thou and bigger than that everything now because you beat Joshua, the money man. So now you go to Usyk and you start telling Usyk, demanding shit from Usyk. Oh, well, I beat Joshua, so I'm really the A side and I'm really the money man. And then you got all these sides of the street, goofy ass shit all over the place. Once again, because now you have busted up Undisputed. You have split Usyk, the rightful king, from Anthony Joshua, who is going to become the IBF champion. So now you have two different ways that way. So now Usyk, who has done everything he needed to do to become the man, he's done everything, will now have to look at Anthony Joshua when they try to unify for Undisputed and settle for being the fucking B-side. Settle for being the B-side, y'all. How many times does Usyk have to be the B-side? How many times does he got to capitulate? How many times does he have to bow down to somebody? How many times? And at what point does Usyk say, I beat you twice? You're the B-side to me. At what point? At what point, y'all? At what point? So if and when Anthony Joshua, and he will, Anthony Joshua will end up becoming the IBF champion. He's going to beat, whether it's Jay Jerkovich or Daniel Dubois, he's going to beat whoever that is. And he's going to be the IBF champion. Is Anthony Joshua going to tell Usyk, you're the A-side, so that we can reunify the belts again? Is Anthony Joshua going to do that? Who's sitting here believes that Anthony Joshua, the commercial value, the thick and greasy thighs, and the big bulky chest, and the whatever, who in here believes that this guy is going to capitulate to Usyk? I'm going to bow down to Usyk. For what reason? No, I'm bigger than you. I got more commercial value, more name recognition. Yeah, you might have beat me twice, but I'm a champion still. We're unifying the belts back. Who here believes it's going to do that? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Eddie Hearn is not going to do it. Eddie Hearn's going to be talking about how the commercial value of Anthony Joshua, and yeah, the fight over Fury was good, but I promise you, mark my words, out of nowhere, you're going to start hearing people saying the reason why Usyk beat Fury is because Deontay Wilder took everything out of Fury. They're going to start, and I'm not saying that Deontay didn't damn near kill that man. I'm not saying that. But damn near killed and killed are two different things. They're going to be discrediting Usyk's victory when they're talking about unifying Anthony Joshua and Usyk. They're going to be discrediting him. Mark my words. They're going to be like, well, that wasn't the same Tyson Fury. If it was the Fury that fought Wilder in the first fight, that Fury would have beat Usyk easy. If it was the Fury that fought him then, it was just out of nowhere. Mark my words, y'all. Just listen to me. Out of nowhere, they're going to start praising Deontay where they've been shitting and disrespecting this man for years. Downing, degrading, and disrespecting that man for years. Out of nowhere, they're going to say, oh, well, Deontay Wilder's the most destructive puncher in heavyweight history. When we were saying that, all they were talking about is Sonny Liston and Joe and Foreman and Frazier and everybody else and Tyson and all these other guys who are bigger punchers. But watch, when it comes time to it, they're going to start saying that Deontay Wilder, a Fury fought Deontay Wilder, the most destructive puncher, and why don't Usyk fight Wilder then? All of a sudden, these people are going to become out here like, oh, where's the LDBC at? We really should have Usyk versus Wilder, because what you're going to want is you're going to want to see if Usyk can take that power. Oh, he don't deserve 50-50 with no Anthony Joshua. Fury wasn't all that. Fury only beat one person, Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder's a bum. Vladimir Klitschko was old. Anthony Joshua beat all the great fights. Anthony Joshua wasn't mentally there yet. That's the reason why Usyk beat him in those two fights, because Joshua wasn't mentally there. His gum shield, his mouthpieces, his nut cup. He had too much juice in his jerry curl. All kind of weird ass excuses. All kinds of them. A whole bunch of just weird, dumb ass excuses all over the place. That's what you're gonna see. All to discredit, so that they can talk about the combining of the three belts, the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, back with the IBF when Joshua gets it. They don't understand the damage that they've done to the sport of boxing, bro. You don't understand the damage you've done. Stripping Usyk of the IBF title again. I understand, y'all. The IBF told everybody in here knew that the winner of this fight was getting stripped immediately. Everybody knew this. This is not nothing new. All right, it's not. We knew this. But why? They didn't strip fucking Terrence Crawford. They did not strip that man. Why? Bro, they didn't strip Usyk when Usyk moved to heavyweight. They did not strip Usyk, y'all. When Alexander Usyk became the undisputed champion at at cruiserweight, at 200, at cruiserweight, when he moved to heavyweight, they didn't strip him. He vacated the belts. Facts. He vacated them because if you remember, he defended them against Tony Bellew. They didn't strip Alexander Usyk. He vacated the titles. They didn't strip Terence Crawford when he beat Julius Indongo. They didn't strip him. He vacated the belt. Vacated it. But yet here they are stripping Alexander Usyk, and it hasn't even been 2 days, 3 days. Yes, I will repeat. I understand that they said the winner is getting stripped immediately. I understand, y'all. I get it. But is it the right thing to do? Is it the right thing, yo? Is it? I get it. The winner between Fury and Usyk knew they were getting stripped immediately. They knew. But is it the right thing to do? Is it the right thing to do? Bro, bro, the second time Terence Crawford won the damn belt, they stripped this man because he refused to fight his mandatory. This is pathetic, bro. Bro, what the fuck did Usyk do, y'all? Now, this is not my thing, all right? But I'm sitting here like, bro, the powers that be did not want Tyson Fury to lose this fight. They did not want him to lose. No fucking way did they want Fury to lose, bro. Usyk was stripped, and he never said he would not fight his mandatory. Never said it, not one time. As a matter of fact, dare I say, Fury is the reason why Usyk is being stripped in the first place. Yeah, because Fury didn't have to fight motherfucking Francis Ngannou. Fury didn't have to fight Francis Ngannou. What did he fight Francis for? Fury did not need to fight him, y'all, at all. To get that cut over his eye, he didn't need to fight Francis Ngannou. That could have been Fury and Usyk. Fury didn't need to fight him at all. He didn't. Usyk didn't need to fight Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a Queensberry fighter. He's a Frank Warren fighter. Those two fights that were put in between didn't even need to happen. They could have had Undisputed last year between Fury and Usyk. Daniel Dubois could have got his shot at Undisputed against the winner. All facts. Those two fights didn't have to happen at all. This is bonkers to me. Bonkers. But yet here we are. Here we are, bro. Here we are. The WBC protecting Tyson Fury through and through. Dude gets to fight an 0-0 fighter in a title defense. A dude who was not ranked at all in a title defense. If Francis Ngannou would have beat Tyson Fury, an 0-0 fighter would have been the heavyweight champion of the world. And I believe he did beat Tyson Fury. But he would have been the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And we sit here and we're talking about the betterment of boxing. The betterment of boxing. Yet Usyk gets stripped of the IBF title, but Tyson Fury was allowed to fight as 0-0 Francis Ngannou. It was sanctioned. The WBC sanctioned it. A 0-0 fight. The only way a fighter can fight in a voluntary is if they are a top 10 fighter. The only way you can fight a fighter who is top 15 outside of the top 10 is if the sanction body approves it. The sanctioning body has to approve it, and they got to be within the top, from the top 15. Bro, where was Francis Ngannou at? We just glaze over this, bro. We glaze over the fact that Francis Ngannou, according to the very rules that the WBC uses, was not even supposed to be able to fight Tyson Fury. According to the very rules that they use, he wasn't even supposed to be able to fight them. He was 0-0, unranked. He was not supposed to be able to even get a title shot. But had he beat Fury, of which I thought he did beat Fury, he would have been 1-0, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, 1-0. Make that make sense. And now here we are talking about the betterment of the boxing, and we all knew he was going to get stripped for the if he fought. They fought for Undisputed, and well, we all knew. BF, we knew though. We knew we knew it was gonna happen. We just didn't think it was gonna happen this fast, but we knew it was gonna happen. Salute my brother Todd French, say all facts, BF. Why is every situation able to be worked out, but this one? You are definitely onto something, BF. I agree, it makes no sense. Preach, BF. Indeed, salute to my brother. But it's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling how you want to. I'm convinced at this. Well, I know, but I'm convinced at this time that Undisputed is the absolute last thing that the sport of boxing wants. I'm convinced. I'm absolutely convinced. It is the absolute last thing. There is more money in all 4 belts being busted up and split out like Sonic rings. There's more money in that than there is in one face, one name, one champion. There's more money. And because there's more money, being and staying the undisputed champion is the hardest thing in the entire sport of boxing. It's the hardest thing. Bro, you guys realize that the sanctioning bodies can all be on board? The sanctioning bodies can all be on board. You guys do realize this, right? Because the mandatory fights are not all at the same time. They're not at the same time. All right, the IBF mandatory is due at this time. The WBC mandatory is due at that time. The WBO is due at this time. The WBA is due at that time. They're all due at different times of the year. Meaning, I have an order for me fighting them. If my IBF is due, I can fight my IBF mandatory. Which one is next? Okay, well, the WBO is next. Got it. Okay. Which one's next? That puts the IBF at the bottom of the pecking order. So now we have fighters fighting in the IBF to become the IBF mandatory, to the undisputed champion. And the same thing with the WBO, the WBA, the WB. It just keeps going. This is the first one. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so after 1, now you're at the bottom. After 2, now you're at the bottom. After 3, now you're at the bottom. And it just keeps going like that. You have one face, one name, one champion fighting nothing but mandatories, which then allows the mandatories to fight each other. Bro, do you guys realize how good of a fights we'll be getting? There is no fucking WBA super and global and miniature and mini and mighty. No, there's one WBA champion. There is no WBC franchise and French fries and Burger King. There's none of that. It's just the WBC. There ain't no WBO global and universal and all-American and all. No, ain't none of that. It's just a WBO and just the IBF. There ain't no IBF International, Intercontinental, or Ultra Instinct. There ain't none of that shit. There's 4 belts and 1 champion, which means that the rankings will now matter. Let me say it again. The rankings would now matter, y'all. That means we know who the champion is. So all the fights that would matter will be throwback fights. Yeah, all the fights that we say, man, I wish we had these fights. Yeah, they'll all be competing to get that one fight. All of them. Yeah, so it won't, and the heavyweight division, there is no moving up and down, it's just one division. Which means we'll have rematches. Hell, we'll have trilogies. We'll have 4 fights. We'll have the best fighting the best. You'll have Daniel Dubois mixing it up with Ajit Kabiel. Ajit Kabiel mixing it up with Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker mixing it up with Jay Jerkinbitches. Jay Jerkinbitches mixing it up with Zhang Lang in a rematch. Zhang Lang mixing it up with Wilder and Joseph Parker. Wilder and Joseph Parker mixing it up with Tyson Fury if he comes back. You'll have Deontay Wilder mixing it up with Joshua. Bro, all these fights, Wilder and Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Jared Big Baby Anderson, all in the mix. All of these guys are fighting to fight one person. That is throwback. That's 60s, 70s. That's 80s. That's 50s, 40s. Joe Joyce. You have all of these names fighting each other to get to that one fight. So those fights between all of these names would mean something. Nobody in here would be talking about, oh man, this guy fighting his bum for a statement. No, you're fighting to get a shot at the king. That's what you're fighting for. You're fighting to get a shot at the king. All of the fights in the rankings, bro. The rankings would then be fixed if they allow Usyk to stay the undisputed champion. The rankings would matter. The rankings would mean something. They would mean something, y'all. Now I'm fighting. Oh, bro, you can't just fight this fucking bum. Let me just get a tune-up fight or a stay busy fight against this bum. No, because if you lose, you go to the back of the bus. Yeah, this bum, this quote-unquote bum that we've never heard of, and we don't know who the fuck this guy is from Slavistan, who now just beat you. Now, this guy from Slavistan just beat Joseph Parker. Well, now he's in line to fight Usyk. The rankings matter. The belts matter. And you can't, this doesn't work in any other weight class. Because in any other weight class, you could just say, like Terrence Crawford did, well, you know, I got bigger fish to fry. And I can just drop the belt here. I don't need to fight Jaron Butenis. I'll just drop the belt and move up. Yeah, you could have motherfuckers like Monster Inui, who's a dog, and say, well, I don't need to stay here and just defend my belts all the time. I could just bounce. Yeah, you could have that. This is the heavyweights. You can't go no higher. This fixes it all. Because now you have this thing called precedence. So the other weight classes can look at the heavyweight class, the heavyweight division, and say, well, look what they're doing. Now when we write articles and do interviews and then we do these live streams and shit like that, we can say, why aren't you? The heavyweights are doing it. Why aren't you? Now these people have to answer these questions on damn. That's right. Now you look dumb not fighting Jaron Butenis. You didn't clean out the weight class at all. You still have people there that people believe is the best fighting the best. Yeah, you can't skate past David Benavidez now. Yeah, you can't. Like, Usyk can't, if he had a David Benavidez in his weight class, he can't skate past him. There's nobody left. There's nowhere for him to go. There is no, I'm going to move up and chase legacy and greatness. He's at the top. There's nowhere to go. If Canelo Alvarez was Usyk, he must fight David Benavidez. Or you're clearly a duck. There is no, well, he's really not ducking because, you know, he's already undisputed and he just getting the money and blah, blah, blah. No. If you're the undisputed heavyweight champion, the undisputed king, all you have is Mandos. That's all you got. Mandos. If you don't fight your Mando, that is a blatant and obvious duck because there's nowhere for you to go. Now, the order of your Mandos, we can dispute that, right? If you're a Canelo Alvarez and you got 4 Mandos at heavyweight, David Benavidez is clearly the best one, but you got 3 other mandatories. Well, I'm not going to say you're ducking David Benavidez if you're fighting your other mandatories. You ain't going nowhere. But I will say you're ducking David Benavidez at heavyweight if you just say, oh, I'm already undisputed. I'm just going to drop this belt and let a David Benavidez fight for that belt. That's a whole different story. This is why I say this fixes boxing. It fixes it. So for Usyk being stripped, hurts boxing, y'all. It absolutely hurts boxing. It hurts boxing in the worst possible way. They should allow Usyk to keep the belt until Fury decides whether or not he is going to rematch for it. What if they strip Usyk? Well, they did strip him, and then Fury decides to retire. Then we go right back to the whirlwind of Anthony Joshua becoming the IBF champion and Usyk having the other 3 belts. And now we're speaking about money. There is going to be a time, y'all, where Usyk starts saying, bro, I did everything I need to do. When do I get paid? When am I the A side? Bro, I beat you twice, Joshua. I beat you twice and I beat Fury. How am I the B side to you? Then you're going to have Slick Ton Ahern talking about all this other stuff that don't got shit to do with boxing. You're going to have Usyk's team, rightfully so, being pissed off. Rightfully so. So they're going to be like, well, fuck you. I already became undisputed. I don't need you. You need me for undisputed. I don't need you. And then we're going to have this conversation of who needs who and all this other goofy ass shit. And all this while, there's going to be Anthony Joshua defending 1 belt, Usyk defending 3 belts, and we're never going to get that fucking, that collaboration. We're never going to get that back because it's going to be all this backstory and all this rah, rah, rah. And then there's going to be people talking about, well, Anthony Joshua really wants it. He really wants it, and he deserves the lion's share. Where, BF? Where is Usyk going to make this much money fighting anybody else? World does a bum. Where, BF? Where is he gonna get this money from? Where is Usyk? Usyk needs Joshua. He needs him for the money. As if any of you niggas get paid a motherfucking red cent. A red cent. But that's what y'all gonna be. He needs it for the money, BF. The money. Where is Anthony Usyk? Anthony Joshua can fight anybody he wants. He can fight anybody. He can do whatever he wants. Everybody knows. Everybody wants to fight Joshua. Joshua's the man, the money man, the face of heavyweight division. He got the division on his back. Joshua gave Usyk an opportunity. Usyk didn't give Joshua. It's up to Usyk now to return the favor. Bow down, and you need to scratch and scrape. You don't deserve, and all this other goofy ass shit. This is... It's bad, man. It's just fucking bad, bro. It's a bad thing for the sport of boxing. It's extremely bad. Extremely bad. You have every legacy fight, every single one of them, with Usyk remaining undisputed. You simply have money grabs if he's not. If Usyk if he does not remain the undisputed champion, which again, he's not. But all you have now in the sport of boxing is money grab. You have 2 routes to take. Do I take Usyk and legacy, or do I take Joshua and being a title holder and the biggest bag? Which route do you guys really think people are going to take? They're not going to take the Usyk. I'm telling you this now. There is probably 1 or 2 fighters, maybe 1 or 2 fighters that are going to take the Usyk route. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Bro, let me ask y'all something. It's bomb squad over here all day, every day. Do you really think Deontay Wilder is going to turn Anthony Joshua down to fight Usyk? I don't believe so. That is a fight that he's been wanting to fight forever. Forever. And I don't expect him to. But why give him a choice? Why? Why give him the choice, bro? Why does Deontay Wilder need to choose? Bro, Zhang Alang is not going to turn down Anthony Joshua to fight Usyk. It's not going to happen. Those guys are fighting Joshua every day of the week. Every single day of the week. Jarrell Big Baby Miller is not going to fight Usyk over Joshua. It's not going to happen. Jared Big Baby Anderson is not fighting Usyk over Joshua. It's not happening. Not happening. Joseph Parker is not fighting Usyk over a Joshua rematch. It's not happening. It's not happening. You can hang it up. It's not happening. All of the big names, all of them, are going to fight Anthony Joshua over Joseph Parker. And the money is going to be with Anthony Joshua. A belt is going to be with Anthony Joshua. Now I get 3 will be with Usyk. I get that. But Usyk's name is not as big as Anthony Joshua's. The bag that comes with Anthony Joshua is bigger than Usyk. It just is. It just is, y'all. It just is. It just is. Andy Ruiz fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller. The winner of that fight would absolutely fight Anthony Joshua over Usyk. That is not even a question. It's not even a question. This is not even a debate. let alone a question. It's not even a debate, bro. This is not even a debate. Anthony, you have your pick. You have your pick of Anthony Joshua and the IBF title or Usyk and 3 belts. The legacy is with Usyk. But the legacy for the big names is with Joshua. Let me say this one more time, y'all. The legacy for the big names is with Joshua. The legacy for the big names is not with Usyk. The legacy for the big names is with Joshua. Deontay Wilder beating Joshua is legacy. Deontay Wilder beating Usyk, they will still say you didn't fight Joshua. It's just reality, man. I don't like it no more than y'all do, but it's just reality. It's just reality, man. It's just reality. And once again, I don't like to say it, but I'm too consistent to be inconsistent. Deontay Wilder can fight Usyk. He can beat Usyk. Do you know what they'll say? Lucky punch. Deontay Wilder's a bum. Deontay Wilder can't fight. Deontay Wilder can't box. He was destroyed by Fury. So if Deontay Wilder beats Usyk, that will discredit Usyk's win over Fury. Because they're not boxing fans. 95% of the boxing community is casuals. They don't look at the facts that triangle theories don't work. Just because you beat that guy don't mean you can beat that guy. Styles make fights. They always have. They always will. Usyk getting touched by Deontay Wilder is totally different than getting touched by anybody else. Deontay Wilder touches Usyk, he knocks him smooth the fuck out. He knocks him unconscious. Completely unconscious. Deontay Wilder lands a body shot on Usyk, he don't get up. It just is what it is, man. Styles make fights. And all they'll say is they'll discredit Fury. The Fury wasn't shit. And Wilder, you might have 3 belts, but the 3 belts don't mean nothing. You're still nobody knows you. Still nobody cares about you. You still can't box. You won a bronze medal. Anthony Joshua won a gold. You ain't this and you ain't that. You cherry-picked Usyk. Why don't you just fight Deontay Wilder? Why don't you fight Anthony Joshua? That's what you're going to get, yo. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get people sitting here saying, well, damn, Deontay actually, shit, man, I wasn't expecting him to do this, or I wasn't expecting him to do that. You know what I'm saying? He motherfucking did his thing. I wasn't expecting none of this. So salute to Deontay. No, they're not going to do that. And you guys listen to my voice. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to discredit this man immediately. Oh, the only reason why Usyk was winning on all the scorecards, it could go 3 rounds. And they'll be like, man, Usyk was winning. He was He was smashing Deontay Wilder. He was picking him apart. Better boxer. It could go 3 rounds and Deontay Wilder can catch this man in the 4th. And they'll be like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's trash, garbage. He got it until he beats Joshua. You guys know I'm telling the truth, man. You know I'm telling the truth. You know it. It's not me making nothing up. It's not me. You know I'm telling the truth. You know it. It's just like, this was just so fucking bad for the sport of boxing, y'all. It was so bad. Stripping Usyk of this IBF title was horrible. It was fucking horrible. And it put boxing right back in the bad place where it was at. Put it right back in the bad place. Right back there. We didn't escape it at all. We're right there, and we could have escaped it. We could have escaped it. We could have. But it's not what boxing wants. Boxing wants confusion because in confusion is money. There's money in confusion. And as long as there's big money in confusion, then boxing will keep boxing confusing. Just fucking sad, bad business, man. I really do feel bad for Usyk. Like I'm happy for him that he got what he was looking for, and I'm happy for him. But and again, I'm sad for him because he doesn't get the opportunity he deserves to defend Undisputed. He doesn't get the opportunity that he deserves to be the one face, the one name, and the one champion. He doesn't get the opportunity he deserves to have all the big names come to him, not just for legacy, but for the biggest money fights. Joshua should have to go to him. Deontay Wilder should have to go to him. Jing Lang should have to go to him. Joseph Parker should have to go to him. Jared Anderson should have to go to him. Jared Baby Miller should have to go to him. All of these guys, everybody should have to go to Usyk. Everybody. And you know what time it is over here, bro. It's bomb squad over here all day, every day, and 5 times on Sunday. But if Deontay was the undisputed champion, I'd be saying the same thing. Yeah, Tay. They stripped that man of his IBF title. Well, it was going to happen. All right, it was going to happen because the IBF said it doesn't matter who wins. Doesn't matter. You're stripping yourselves immediately. You're getting stripped of the IBF title immediately. So that doesn't really matter. It never mattered who won, right? It never mattered who won between Usyk and Fury. The winner was getting stripped anyway. Didn't matter who won. That's what they said. I don't believe that, but that's what they said. But I just got the reports today. I just got the word today that Usyk got stripped today. He got stripped of his title already. The motherfucker hasn't had his title for a week yet. But motherfucking Terrence Crawford held his IBF title when he beat Ndongo for a week. He never was stripped. He held it for a week and vacated the motherfucker. Never fought Sergey Lipinets. Then he had his IBF title when he beat Errol Spence for I don't know how long and was stripped because he wouldn't fight his mandatory, the mandatory that everybody knew he had. If Errol Spence would have beat Terrence Crawford, he needed to fight Jerome Boots, and it's the same way Terrence Crawford needed to. But after Terrence Crawford won the belt, everybody's saying, oh, he don't need to fight Boots. What does he gain from that? He don't gain nothing from that. He's looking for big money fights and all this other goofy ass shit. So then he gets stripped, and the whole world fucking has a fucking heart attack about how Terrence Crawford got stripped and the IBF is doing him so bad. There is nowhere for Usyk to go. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and they stripped him of his belt not even in a week. Not even in a week, bro. The motherfucker hasn't even had it fitted yet. And they stripped his ass already. Like, that is... Oh, listen, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Tyson Fury has not even, I get it, y'all. I get it that they agreed. They both signed the paperwork, right? But the man hasn't committed to it. Just because you signed the paperwork to say you're gonna fight somebody, you still gotta fucking do it. This man was non-committal in the post-conference press conference, bro. In the post-fight press conference, the man was non-committal. The man was talking about how, talk to his family and he's in it for money and to get paid and to get laid and all this other shit. He was non-committal, talking about lying and shit, talking about how Usyk got a broken jaw and he's all banged up and Usyk got a broken jaw. So we're going to figure this shit out and blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck you mean? Usyk didn't have a broken jaw. After Fury left, Usyk came to the same fucking press conference and sat down and was chilling. The fuck these niggas talking about? He had a broken jaw. No, he didn't. Usyk did not have a broken jaw. Usyk was literally sitting on the same press conference, the same thing, chilling. He had his hand on his jaw on this side, then switched over to this side, talking about praising his father and stuff like that. He was sitting there just chilling. Just chilling, y'all. Town business. What's up with you, King? He was sitting there just chilling, having a conversation. But yet, if you let them tell it, Usyk had a broken jaw. He was battered and smashed around and beat up and all this other stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Usyk, he lost 4 rounds. And in a 12-round fight, Usyk lost 4 rounds. Took some good body shots, but none of them gave Usyk the damage that he got from Daniel Dubois. They just skipping over that Fury power that just magically and mysteriously just vanished. They just skipping over that Fury power. That Fury power is gone. No more Fury power. The Crunk Gym power, the Crunk power from these big mitts. Yeah, that just vanished when it came to Usyk. The same Usyk that damn near died from a body shot from Daniel Dubois. Whatever. It's why they're attacking, and this is what I'm calling it, attacking Usyk. Why, I do not know. I have my suspicions. I have my thought processes, but I don't know why they are attacking Usyk. That I don't know. Seriously, I seriously don't know. I have no idea where this attack on Usyk, this assault. Bro, he just won the heavyweight crown, bro. He should be allowed to have some type of parade or some type of something, bro. Something. He should be allowed to have that as the undisputed champion, not a unified champion. This is just like, it's just savage to me. It taints the sport of boxing. These are the type of things that make me wish that I was just a UFC fan. These are the type of things that make me wish I was a diehard UFC fan and boxing was just some casual stuff, bro. This is the type of stuff right here that makes me wish this. Because Dana White would have already had Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, Jarrell Miller, Andrew Ruiz. He would have had all those fights would have happened probably twice already. Dana White would have had these fights happen twice. Dana White would have had Deontay Wilder would have fought Anthony Joshua like 5 years ago. If they fought again, this right now, we'd be going on either the rematch or the trilogy. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua would have been fought years ago. Usyk would have been fought both of these guys. He would have fought Fury and Wilder years ago. Andrew Ruiz would have been fought everybody. He would have been fought. Everybody, all of them. They would have fought. All those guys that I just mentioned would have all fought each other years ago. This the type of stuff this right here is what makes me just wish I was not a diehard boxing fan. This stuff right here. It just makes me wish I wasn't. I just wish. If only I could just say, I don't even rock with boxing no more, bro. I rock with UFC. I'm a UFC diehard fan. I wish I had the same love and passion for the UFC that I have for boxing, so I can fall back from boxing altogether. Boxing it's beyond corrupt. It's beyond corrupt, and the fans allow it. We allow it simply because we love specific fighters. So the corruption in boxing allows that it plays on our love for fighters. Like, there's people that love Deontay. We'll buy anything he does. There's people that love Anthony Joshua. They'll buy anything he does. There's people that love Tank Davis and Devin Haney and Shakur. We'll rock anything they do. They love Canelo. They'll whatever he does. It's the fighter first and not boxing first. We have a choice between the fighter and the box and the sport. We have a choice, and because we have a choice, the powers that be rely on the easiest choice. What's good for boxing isn't always good for the fighter, right? It's good for it, not boxing. I mean, what's good for the boxer is not always good for boxing, is what I mean. What's good for fighters like Lil Tank, what's good for him to get, these bum-ass fights in, and then every now and then sprinkle in a Frank Martin once in his career. Like, that's good for the fighter. It's good for the people that run this man's career. It's good for all this. The same thing with these other fighters. You have the Devin Haney's who are outliers. You have the Lomachenkos who are outliers. You have the Usyks who are outliers. They're outliers. They're not within the same scheme as what would make boxing better. Because what makes boxing better is not Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko. Well, Lomachenko fighting Devin. Lomachenko fighting all these guys. Devin fighting. That does not make boxing better. What makes doesn't make the fighters better. What makes the fighters better is those padding their careers, padding their stats, fighting a whole bunch of bums and people they're supposed to beat, and never fighting anybody who can beat them. So that I can sit here and talk about how undefeated I am. That is what is good for the boxers. That is what's good for the managers, the promoters, and all these other people. What's good for boxing is people being beaten. That's what's good for boxing. You getting beaten. That means you're fighting the best, or you're attempting to fight the best, and you're losing in the attempt. That sounds crazy to say, but it's a reality. It's a reality, bro. You getting beaten. You coming back from a beating and avenging your beating. You dominating someone that is you weren't supposed to dominate. Those things are what builds the sport and the fighter. Because if you lose to somebody, you lose, right? And then you come back and you get a victory, or you lose to this guy, you come back, and then you start beating other top comp, then that lets that guy that you lost to know that this guy's the goods. So now, if this guy who we know is the goods gets beaten by somebody else, well, now we can gauge that somebody else that beat that guy, he's the goods. That's good for boxing. This guy right here, who is the goods, was not supposed to get beaten. He got beat by this guy right here. Bro, they did the same thing with Evander Holyfield. When Evander Holyfield beat Buster Douglas. They criticized and slammed Evander Holyfield because Evander Holyfield beat a fat, out-of-shape Buster Douglas, and they didn't give Evander Holyfield his props until after that, when he fought Riddick Bowe, when he fought Lennox Lewis, when he fought Mike Tyson. Just bad business, man. It's just bad business, man. So I'm not gonna lay up off of this at all. Usyk does not deserve to be stripped until Tyson Fury acknowledges that he's fighting a rematch. When Tyson Fury acknowledges that he's fighting a rematch, then we can strip Usyk. Up until that point, Usyk should be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. All right? He should not lose nothing until Tyson Fury says, fight is on. The fight is on. Because Usyk knew that he was going to be stripped when he signed that contract. He knew. So I'm not over here talking about some, woe is me, Usyk. Oh, they're doing so bad to Usyk. No, he knew he was going to get stripped when he signed that contract. But the contract was contingent upon him fighting Usyk. Fury. If I'm going to fight Fury in a rematch, then it's time for me to get stripped of the IBF. If I'm going to fight, if the fight's going to happen. If Fury decides to not fight Usyk, then you are stripping Usyk you have stripped Usyk for nothing. You have stripped this man for nothing. So if Fury decides to just come out the woodwork in the next couple of days or weeks or months and say, I'm finished, well, you stripped Usyk for absolutely nothing. You could at least allow Fury to say, fight on. Allow him. So Usyk gets stripped, and you know good and damn well why you're getting stripped, because you signed a contract for the rematch. Allow Fury to say, fight on. Let's get it popping. Let's do the shit. But he hasn't. And as long as he hasn't, Usyk should be the undisputed champion of the world. We should continue on boxing as if Fury just fucked off. Piss off, as they say. Go have your 15th child and enjoy your $100 million and WWE and books and Netflix specials. Enjoy it and live your life. Piss off and let Usyk reign as the undisputed champion, and let fighters go at his reign as an undisputed champion. If this man says fight on, strip Usyk. But until then, that should be the undisputed champion of the world. BFTB. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.